Hello everybody, my name is CottisPK, and today I have a Blacklight Retribution commentary for you on, believe it or not, Blacklight Retribution. Today's topic is building your kit and how it'll make you better at the game if you are able if you're able to decide what look you want, what sort of kit you want. Anyway, so we're gonna first start out at the beginning. So at the beginning of Blacklight Retribution, when you make a new account and you're a new player, you will be able to get a starter pack, and the starter pack will include several receivers and a few attachments and stuff like that. So you're able to test out I think it's the LMG, the SMG, the bolt action rifle, and the combat rifle. The assault rifle is just the default gun, so anybody will use that. When you're playing the game, you'll have a good start. You're able to look at what gun that you want and what you should invest in. I was able to find out I was an SMG and assault rifle guy. I sometimes use the bolt action rifle, but that's if I just want to screw around. Anyway, so the game is, there's the free-to-play aspect where you pay to buy something, and you can choose to pay real life money or the in-game money. Now some will have it so if you pay even real life money, it'll only give you to 90 days. Blacklight Retribution allows you to go permanently for a certain amount of money. But in-game money, this game works very well. You can use your in-game money to actually buy something, unlike many other free-to-plays that cost a hell lot of money, and I'm talking about like tens of thousands of in-game money when you only get like 100 per match. This game balances it out by giving you about 200 per match if you do really well, and it gives a fair price. So if you get about 200 per match and there's a part that's 3,000 in-game money for permanent, it really works out, other than 10,000 for the permanent, which really screws you over. I've been able to buy about 3 parts in my time of playing. I'm about a level 19. I'm gonna say level 19. But the game really works very well, and I was able to choose my kit, so I'm gonna teach you how to choose yours. So at the beginning of the game, you get the receivers, you get the attachments, you get to test out the the beginning guns. So what you're gonna want to do is you only get 3 days for them. So what you're gonna want to do is use calculations and statistics. So you're gonna play about 3 matches with each gun, with different attachments each match. So you're gonna try, let's say you try the SMG and you have 3 matches with that. What you're gonna want to do per match is switch out what you have on it, and also leave the lobby that you're in and go to a different one, because you don't want to play with the same people and be like, oh, I did so well with this gun because these guys were all noobs. You want to be able to play with some of the more experienced players to find out how well you do against people who can be possibly better than you. And this game does a really great thing where it has proving grounds, which is level 1 to 10, and you're able to play with people your level. Then they have the regular matches where anybody can play, and then they have the 20 to 30 level matches, and that's quite awesome, and it really works very well. It keeps the more experienced players at where they are, and the lower levels there, and yada yada. So I'm sorry, I lost my thought. Anyway, so with it, you get to also decide what you're gonna wear. So there's light, there's heavy, there's medium. Medium is what I use. That goes with about 200 health, and it can go up to about 210. Maximum I've seen is about 215, 220, and that's just if you use nodes as well. So the heavy is about 250 health, and that's if you use all heavy. Now there's also the light, which is typically going to use a one-hit kill machete or breach hammer, and that's also if you use nodes. The light has, if you're going to go fully light, That's about 170 health at minimum. You can be about 190 health and be quite fast, but you're not going to be able to use a very good gun as well. But you know, the game also centers around nodes. So there's three main parts of building your kit and becoming a great player at this game. There's the gun, there's the appearance, and then there's the nodes. So your nodes, basically, you get 5 nodes, and you can switch them out, and they expire as well. And basically, nodes give features to your player or your character. You can do more damage, 1 to 2% more damage. You can do, you can take less damage. You can have a better recovery speed. You can have a higher health recovery speed, because at 100 is your, after you lose your armor, 100 is the max recovery. Excuse me. Until you go to one of those, I can't remember their names, but like it's a little shop you can refill all your health with your CP, which is what you get in game for doing well, or what you get in match for doing well. So nodes really do help if you're going to use a less damaged gun like an SMG. I personally like the damage perks, and there's ones for incendiary. There's not ones just specifically for damage. There's normal round, there's normal ammo damage, incendiary damage, stuff like that. And you're able to customize your character to do better with these nodes. And then there's the appearance. I picked a medium appearance because I like having good armor, and I don't like dying very fast. But if you're a lightweight player, you're normally going to use a melee weapon, and the nodes really do help with that. They can give about 3% extra damage, and that does the necessary damage to kill somebody in one hit. So a speedy can get killed fast, but they're less of a target to hit because they're so fast. And a heavy is a lot slower. They have less mobility, they have more health, and they can typically die more than other people if they're not with a group, because a group protects the heavy. The heavy really doesn't need that protection because he's so very slow. Now, I'm not saying he's extremely slow and he's not able to be used, but he's very slow. So typically when you're a medium or heavy, you're going to be a team player. Now, a light will be mostly the scout. He'll go and pick off any of the stragglers of the enemy team, and I personally think that's a good thing. Everybody can use whatever kit they want, and it works very well with the whole team, as long as you keep communication. So you can go text chat, and I think there is a voice chat. I'm not exactly sure. I don't know how to use it personally, but the game really works well in the team aspect, although sometimes your team's doing terrible, and you're gonna blame your team for your misfortune and undoings and stuff like that. But generally they're good players and they always play on the team. So as you saw just now before I died, there's about, I'm gonna say, 4 to 5 people in this general location where you see this gentleman die. There was 4 people here, and they were moving together to take out the enemies. Now, see here, me and a buddy are taking out the enemy team together. Now, teamwork is a really big aspect as well to making your character. So if you're gonna be a medium or heavy, you're gonna want to typically stick with your team, because you're not good in firefights against the whole enemy or all the enemies. While a lightweight person who uses a melee weapon, they can run around, kill one guy, quickly move to the other guy, kill him, and basically break up the whole enemy group, so that the medium and heavies can come in and just obliterate the enemy team. Now, there's also using the shop to buy the equipment, like the heart suit or the airstrike or the flamethrower to take out heart suits, and those are generally the best team players that use those stuff. So they'll take out enemies with an airstrike or the heart suit, and you basically just stay near the hard suit, because everyone's gonna aim for the hard suit and not you, because you know you're less of a target than that big huge hard suit, who again is a heavy, so he's gonna move slow and you're gonna typically stay with him. Anyway, so you know, picking your gun is quite easy in this game, because the game just really is forward with giving you the necessary equipment that you need, and you can easily buy this stuff permanently, and it's not frustrating like other free-to-plays, which are generally pay to win. And you know, that's the end of the commentary. Hope you enjoyed. Hope it helps. Just let me know what you think. This is CosPK signing out.